My brothers and sisters in Christ, today is one of the longest sets of readings that we ever get in the weekday lectionary. We get the beautiful, very long, but beautiful story of Susanna from the book of Daniel, and the story of this wrongfully accused righteous woman. And then we turn around and in the gospel, at the beginning of the 8th chapter of John, we get the story of the woman caught in adultery. And so two different readings, in a sense, two accounts of trials of two different women accused of wrongdoing, of sinfulness. And so these form a fascinating theme. In the case of Susanna, she's completely innocent. She's a righteous woman. She's done no wrong. In the case of the woman caught in adultery, she's a sinner. She's been caught in adultery. And yet, her being brought in front of Jesus ultimately has nothing to do with adultery. She's being used as a tool in a political game. The first thing a lot of people notice is when they say that she was caught in the very act of adultery, in a sense that would seem to suggest that they walked in the very act itself. And if that's the case, well, where's the man? People are often quick to notice of, well, why is only the woman drug out in front of everyone? Is the man not guilty of adultery as well? And so, she's a pawn. Ultimately, they're not concerned with her adultery, but they want to use her to put Jesus to the test. Jesus ultimately does not condemn her. He says, only the one who is without sin may throw the first stone. In a sense, this very word cuts to the core. They walk off. He asks, has no one condemned you? She says, no one, sir. And he says, neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more. Always the beauty of the way Jesus deals with these situations is he does both things necessary. He shows true mercy. He shows mercy, and that he does not stone her, he does not condemn her, and yet he challenges her sinfulness. So he says, I do not condemn you, go, but sin no more. It's the constant call to conversion. We go back to Susanna, and she is saved by the intervention of young Daniel. But the common theme that these readings can bring together for us in the season of Lent is the need not only to be merciful, to judge well, this was a big theme of Saturday's readings, but ultimately that we need to be ready to speak up on behalf of those who are wrongfully mistreated. In the case of Susanna, the crowd is all too eager to go along with the charade until the youngest among them, in a sense, points out the horrible thing that's about to happen. This woman's done nothing wrong, and we're about to kill her. In the case of the gospel, the woman, yes, she's committed adultery, but the bloodthirsty Pharisees not only they don't want to stone her for adultery, they just want to stone her because she's nothing to them. She's nothing but a tool in a political game. And so, in a sense, the bloodthirst of the crowd, if you will, that dehumanizes people, turns them into playthings, into a means to an end. All of this, there are so many forms of dehumanization in our world today. And as Christians, our call, when we talk about almsgiving and acts of mercy, this doesn't mean just giving money to the homeless person on the corner of the street, but this is the witness of our faith. The witness that we believe in the dignity of the human person, that all people have rights, that all people are worthy of God's love, and that all people are worthy and open, that God desires their conversion, he desires their turn of heart to him. No one is beyond God's reach. And so we are agents of God's mercy. And so we must be, not just during these remaining days of Lent, but this time must turn us to be bold and prophetic mouthpieces of God, who says, neither do I condemn you, sin no more, but go in peace. May we work to proclaim the gospel well, to correct that which is wrong, but to show the love of Christ in our mercy that does not contradict his justice. May God bless you.